Hey people on the internet, we are back with this marathon of sorts thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, in the last time,
We don't need a recap. What are you thinking?
Yes, we don't need a recap, they do it for us. So let's move on to the game, shall we?
Moving along with the investigation. Second investigation.
October 13 to 2 p.m. Write and call all offices. You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Mr. Delight got arrested again.
Well, supposedly Mr. Delight was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred.
No way, Jose! I still don't know why the J is
It's
actually not
so American. Don't trust me. It is.
I know, but God, why? There's an H for this. I
Anyways,
don't get this.
Just go.
I don't buy it. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there, it was Mr. Nick himself, at least from what I understand. So yeah, we prove him innocent for being thievery, but at the same time we prove him to be a murderer. Well, I guess it's too good to be a fucking robbery.
Alright.
No, we can't do a robbery case. No, we have to turn it into a murder.
Anyways,
That's Phoenix right, everyone. Looks like you did a good job this time, Nick.
well, how about we get started looking into the KB security murder?
I think I'm going to head back to the current village for a little while, if that's alright. Sure, but why? I'm going to bring the second urn back to have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's a good idea. I think I'll go with... No, Mystic Maya, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some special quality time together. Full of love and happiness.
Maybe Pearl's so caught up in her fantasy she forgot there's a murder to solve.
Yeah, that's so romantic, isn't it? Now remember, no fighting, okay?
You sound like Cypher. Isn't this romantic?
Isn't this romantic?
Oh my god. She's gone.
Okay, Nick, time to get going the murder investigation. Before that, we're gonna talk to Maya.
We
So
could
we
do
have the generic here what to do, but we can talk about the second urn.
because what to do is so pointless.
Well, I guess if you're-
Unless you're lost.
Yeah, unless you're lost. I can
Exactly.
give you some clues and funny dialogues.
Anyways, you must be relieved we got the thicker urn back, huh?
You bet! But there's something weird different about it. Don't fool me!
Oh my
I
god.
like that comedy.
Breaking fourth wall!
How
Not
dare
really.
you, boom! Jesus Christ. It would be funny if they put that sound effect as she said that too.
Yeah.
It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I mean, take a look at this. As we mentioned in the last set, we saw that the chart is a bit different because it said I am in the poster, but it says Ami. And
Now.
I'm just pointing that out. I mean, take a look at this. It clearly says I am on the urn in the poster. But the urn got back says Ami, like he always used to.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Mystery. Plus, the vase has pink splotches.
Splotches.
Splotches?
Yeah.
On it now.
Or dots. Splotches or dots?
No, there are splotches.
Oh, no.
Let's move on. I'm sure they weren't there before.
Maya doesn't know, but 1 year ago, when the urn was broken, the repairer accidentally turned Mystic Ami's name into I Am.
Wait, didn't we already had this conversation in this episode already? Do you really need to recap that?
And the repairer was one mechanically unskilled little Pearls. But still...
Yes, we're not gonna tell anyone, but we're gonna recap this a bunch of times. I love how that works.
I don't remember seeing pink splotches on it.
Is it possible that the word is a fake?
I'm sure Pearls will find out about that once she gets back to Crime Village.
Yeah, I suppose.
Now that I think about it, Maya hasn't been back to Crime Village in a long time. Let's
Let's
talk
good
about that. Yeah, we said it at the same time, great.
Well, we
so-
said it differently, but yeah.
So, I guess people still go to Crime Village to do their training, right?
Yep, if you want to become a spirit medium, you need to undergo severe training.
So why haven't you been training lately, Maya?
Well, lately I've been thinking of having a channeling dojo to do just that.
A channeling dojo, huh?
Uh,
Sounds pretty serious, whatever
Sounds
that is.
like a foreshadowing, more like it. If you're going to train, you have to be serious, otherwise it's a tragedy can happen.
If what happened last year still bothering you,
Yeah, and for foreshadowing's sake.
that murder in her village, it happened because the power of channeling was misused.
Case 2 again.
Of Justice for All.
Again.
Exactly.
How many times are we gonna go back to that? Jesus Christ. I know we're trying to bring this stuff, but god damn, this has so many. I mean, granted, if you didn't play this game, that's a good thing, but it's just...
It's too much.
Yeah, it's just too much. You're just doing it too much. You only need it to do once. And probably people will get it. And actually, you probably should play the other games because they are good. Anyways, when a minion uses a curing technique, she temporarily loses her own will.
So when especially strong spirits summon, the spirit medium can get taken over and even forced to commit terrible crimes. What's worse, in those cases, the spirit medium has no memory of what happened. Justice for All, go play! That murder!
I'm gonna say that each time we see a flashback.
That murder.
Well,
it wasn't your fault, Maya.
Well, it's a good thing we don't have a flashback in the next episode.
I know.
God dang.
You know that, don't you?
I suppose not, but I guess I'm still a bit shaken up, that's all.
It sounds like being the master of crime is going to be a heavy responsibility.
Sure, anyway, let's move to the mask hideout!
Yeah! And we gotta see a pretty woman.
Pretty woman walking down the street?
Yes! Oh, Nicky boy, Maya! It's Delight. All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie. Yeah, but I guess it ended up hurting its case.
Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up.
Hey, Nicky boy, please help Ronnie. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. Alright, I'll poke around and see what I can find out. Really? Are you serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea Miss Delia has such a vulnerable side.
So let's listen to this song again. So anyway, let's ask about Ron the Light, shall we?
Listen carefully, Nicky boy. My Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him.
I don't think he would either, Nick.
Yeah, but you have to admit, he's got a bit of a temper to him. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and saying, "Please die, dude!"
He would never say that! Anyways, Mr. Delight, he might not be a killer, but he's still going around saying that he's a thief.
I already told you, that's just a fantasy for him. Mr. Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy world. Found fantasy?
Sure.
What? How did you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets between us. Ronnie isn't a thief type. He's so honest that he wouldn't even sneak a nap. He's so honest that he wouldn't even steal a glance. Thief! Ha! The very idea. Guess I just don't get it.
Huh, get what?
I just can't understand how they can be so different, and yet be such a happy couple.
Yeah, they sure are different.
Come on now, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love first sight. For me, anyway.
What? For you?
Let's ask about that.
Sure. Why didn't you go up?
Laziness!
Or actually not laziness, it's the reverse of laziness. So was it really love at first sight when you first met Mr. Delight?
Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life.
Saved your life?
I was at work one day when two robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl into a little ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yes, they took me hostage. I was so frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives and I broke down into tears. Yeah, I would too if I were in that situation.
Oh, I think I get it. Did Mr. Delight come running to save you?
Yes, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that uniform of his.
Okay, go on.
He ran right out to those two knife-wielding robbers and screamed in their faces, "Please stop it, dude!" He screamed. I could see the robber's face turn pale, just because he said dude. That high-pitched shriek of his does have a surprisingly strong effect on people. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, attacked the two robbers. All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger, all by himself. He was so scared that he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life for me.
Wow, that's a great story.
Yes, he may not look it, but in a tough situation there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like he did. That's so romantic. I fell in love too, I guess.
Nick, I hope you do the same for me when I ever get take hostage. We already did!
With Maya, that possibility always seems to loom in the not-so-distant future. Oh.
Oh god, Detective at me.
I hate these kinds of people more than anything.
You mean an ace detectives?
No, I'm fine with ace detectives.
Oh, you must mean thieves.
No, they're alright too. I just hate these that pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men.
By the way, why did you go to the Detective Academy office anyway?
Well, as the trial went on, I started to get more and more nervous. I went there to try to find out more about the real criminal.
The real criminal? Criminal?
Yes, obviously, the real master of the mess, not my Ronnie, right?
Yeah.
And Detective Anthony knew more about Master of the Mess than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People of the Town segment on TV. So then, you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said, this detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her into his hideout. I wouldn't exactly call that office of his a hideout. That bag was sitting right there on top of the table.
Oh yeah, we saw that bag there yesterday too.
Yep. There's nothing bluer than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Okay, well, KB Security.
Mr. White, do you know about the KB Security?
Don't be silly. Of course I do. That's where my Ronnie works. She thinks he still works there, huh? Oh, that's right. According to what we heard today.
Come on, don't tell me you didn't know it. Ron the Light was once an employee of KB Security. He was a professional security guard.
Thank you, Godo. But he quit.
No problem.
No problem indeed.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna take some coffee.
But he quit. He doesn't work there anymore.
It looks like Mr. The Light doesn't know.
KB Security is only about 20 minutes away. By motorcycle, that is. It told me it takes 30 minutes by car. Which one's best? Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast on my bike. Make it to KB Security that fast? Are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime? Better yet, how about now? No, I'll pass, thanks. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves?
What a scary kid you are, Nick.
Mr. Light told us the location of KB Security.
Okay, let's head over there right away, Nick.
Wait, did Phoenix broke the fourth wall? For some reason, because like, oh, I'm not gonna tell you, so Phoenix will tell instead.
So anyways, let's go to the CEO's office.
Yep. Holy cow! It's so messy! Then again, it's always messy. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh?
The walls in here look thick, just like you expect in the CEO's office.
What has that got to do with anything? Hey! It's you guys! Oh, it's Detective Gumshoe. Today was a real train wreck for you guys, huh?
Sure was, Belle. That prosecution made real fools out of us.
Yeah, I feel for you.
Well, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great! You guys got what you just deserved! Pal! Or something on that effect.
And the door closed itself because he did the Gumshoe voice.
Sure.
I don't think you guys heard it, but it closed. Pretty much. Do I really sound like that to you, pal?
Yes. If your gumshoe fits.
Well, anyway. The point is, I can tell when someone puts their hearts in their jobs, and I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like wrong is the only way things go for us detectives.
Wow, I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy.
Now, if this little love fest is over, maybe we can start investigating.
Sure, we're stuck in.
Look! What happened?
Tell us. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm really not supposed to.
Hey, come on. What about how we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now and we need help.
Okay, I'll tell you. Just don't start crying on me, okay, pal?
Okay, I won't cry on you, pal.
I think this name is Kane Bullard, and obviously Kane Bullard. His name pretty much Bullard. It comes from the word bully. Kane is already a fairly sinister name, that's pretty much it. His Japanese name, Kurobi Busujima. The word for security guard is KB, still KB Security. And also where the owner's initials came from.
And also Kane Bluebird also has KB.
Yep.
His name.
Yep, exactly.
So anyways.
He was the CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 this morning. His estimated time of death was 1 a.m. 1 in the morning, excuse me, on October 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, probably an object in his room. It happened at exactly the same time that the mass was seeing the Earth, huh? So we got this autopsy report.
Which is important.
Exactly.
So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body?
There's a good explanation for that one. Bola's body was stashed away inside the safe. Safe? Well, it is pretty big. Nobody had heard from him, but when they opened the safe this morning, out he came. Oh, so the body fell out. The white string must be the shape from when he fell out.
I think we still need more information about Mr. Bill here.
Maybe you could stop by getting the man's name right.
That's a hint that we should show his profile after the word. So,
Okay.
anyways, let's talk about what got mine.
Exactly.
So, what happened to the mask?
Master the Mask!
Master the mask! What am I thinking?
He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. He wants to get me again! He keeps yelling. No, I didn't mean him. He's not the real thief anyway, right? Oh, you mean that detective at me? Oh, that was great. That guy got what he deserved.
Now that's the detective I know and love.
Think about it. Appy was always around when the calling car showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at a crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I've ever heard. That's how you just knew he was the thief. That would explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item he keeps bragging about. Yeah, he just did that to make himself look like a great detective, that's all. But there's one thing I can't figure out about this first heist. His first heist? Yeah, the Tia Ramanon case. There was a witness on that one.
A witness?
Here, I see the newspaper clipping. Since the thief is already under arrest, you guys can keep it.
Sure.
The gem of the thief. The talk of lessons. Okay, we'll read it later.
We don't need to read it, actually. Hey, this guy here, haven't I seen him somewhere before?
It's pretty small, so it's kind of hard to see. But now that she mentions it, yeah, we'll see what it is. Don't worry. Prosecutor Godo!
Oh, the prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. The way you use our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight.
Yeah, I think he did it that way just cause he knew it'd hurt more. That's what my gut tells me anyway. So who's this Java-addicted math maniac anyway? Prosecutor Godo? It's quite the enigma, huh? The thing is, pal, I never even heard of the guy before. He just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. That's right. He said this was his first case as a prosecutor. And it's true, according to the records anyway. But no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman in court. A maverick that gives me goosebumps.
Goosebumps? You?
Yeah, I knew something was off about him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just turned the other way.
Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular.
Then again, he's always unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. That Godo guy acts like he knows me and has a grudge against me. We'll find out soon about that. I get the feeling he's hiding some kind of dark secret.
Anyways, let's present the profile for Mr. Bullard.
Bullard, yeah, I know.
Right there. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Shane Bluebard.
Bluebard? Like blueberry? That's Game Bullard, not Shane Bluebard, pal.
Oh yeah, the victim in this case doesn't make much impression on me.
Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered till this morning. Anyway, why don't we have enough? We don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now.
Oh, Nick, now's your chance to get some more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask.
We're gonna do that.
Sure.
Yeah, not lazy this time. Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard?
More like you're lazy this time. It was at the COKB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway?
Well, the company basically sends security teams out to build it to Gotham. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grubber.
Anyways, really, me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough.
Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions.
Oh, so that's my problem. I think I need to be
Shiftier. Let me go already! Apparently, he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies.
Oh, that's pretty dirty and unhanded.
Yeah. Oh, KP Security used to head security operations against Master Damas.
What? Really?
Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bowler who sent around the blackmail letter, huh?
Interesting.
Move.
Now let's examine. What are you talking
Oh yeah, we got it 7. Oh my god, I forgot the safe and whatnot. Jeez, the safe
We
first.
can't even move without that. Oh, think about it. That guy was waiting in here all the time.
All night.
All night.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, don't bother asking about fingerprints. There were none. Well, somebody opened the safe on the night of the crime, right?
Yeah, and so...
Well, if Mr. Bullard's body was hidden in here, it must mean that it was opened by either the killer or the victim, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I got some bad news for you, pal. Are you ready? Okay, shoot. Opening this baby is no piece of cake. Only a few people know how to open this safe, pal. Yeah, and everyone that knows how to open this safe had airtight alibi. I checked. Everyone except one, that is. I am almost afraid to ask. Former security chief, Ron DeLight.
Oh god. What? Ron DeVite? He was a security chief?
Ron? So he knew how to open the safe, huh?
It was a security chief.
Yep. Yeah, sorry for raining on your parade there, pal. And now this book thingy.
The folder?
Yeah.
Apparently you don't know how to say this thing.
The folder, yeah, I'm sorry. Check out this
Or a
big...
binder.
A binder,
or a
yeah.
dossier, or whatever it is.
It's kind of like an agenda, kind of. Check out...
it's a
or a list. Check
It's
out
just
this...
a binder.
Yeah, check out this big binder here.
Which is not actually a folder, it's more a binder.
Yeah.
Dossier or whatever. I know that you also write dossier in English, but I forgot if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but whatever. With the heavy lifting to me, Nick.
Reading a file isn't exactly a back-breaking work. Just a little hard on the eyes. Well, that's true. Ah!
What did you find, Nick?
This file! It's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Master Damas. It's filled with info on him.
Well, that's a lot of info then. What kind of info?
It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods at the crime scenes.
Hey, Nick. Look at the last page.
It's a list. Let's see. Giovanni, $100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Damas stole.
So then, around $1,000 is the value of the stolen item.
I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. So we gotta see that actually. Let's have a look quickly.
Yeah,
It's over here. Giovanni, a jewel, 100,000 up. We saw that. Crown Bogora artifact, $150,000. Left hand of Hades. Oh man. Sculpture, $240,000. Portrait of Regina painting. That's the most expensive one. $500,000.
That's actually not the price of value because it's really cheap for what they are.
I know. It could have been $1 million anyway. Oh, it's the button, right?
Yeah.
The button. The big shiny button. Big red shiny
big
button.
shiny button. When you see a red button, you press it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Ooh, what is this?
Oh, DD, get out of my laboratory. I had to say that. I'm sorry.
Anyways,
Hey, cut it out. Don't press that.
it's pretty funny. I never knew that she could jump that like that.
What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says it right here on the panel.
Oops, you're right. It's written right there. Nick, how many times have I told you to read instructions first?
Instruction book? This alarm's connected to the basement guard room. It's used to summon security up here. Really? And it's possible on the night of the crime?
Oh, so when the seer was attacked, do you think he maybe pressed the buzzer?
Yeah, I thought about that, so I asked around down there. But they said that the buzzer never went off that night. Also, we couldn't find any fingerprints on the buzzer. Mr. Bullard, the victim, wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way. Just so you know. I think we better go and talk to that guard about this emergency buzzer. So we have the buzzer.
Why do I have a bad feeling about this?